hit this button. Okay, now we're streaming to this. See, and it pushed automatically all on its own again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's weird, but we're prepared this time. You ain't catching me slipping this time, YouTube. There we go. We are live in the building.
Yep, I got the opening commercial that we have to get for our lives. There we are.
Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties, people. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with either, I don't know if it's Zoom. I don't know if it's Zoom. I don't know if it was YouTube. It's been a long time since we've done this.
Yes. So, hey, Lion Chris, I see you out
Farmer
there.
Q's in the building. How you doing?
What up, Farmer Q?
Stuck in the ads or not, but thank you for being here, bro. I know you had your own live tonight, and he used it as a cue up for hours. Round of applause for Farmer Q.
Thank you.
How you doing, Miss Craft? You good? It's been so long.
Good. I am so good. What up, Marcus?
Marcus in the building. What's up, man?
I am actually really, really good because I'm on vacation. I am not in Tennessee at this moment. I am in Florida.
Oh, she getting that sunbathing going.
Getting that Tiffany. Sun on.
How you doing, Tiffany? Good to see you.
I figure it's a nice way to start the summer, right?
That's right. Yeah. The day before summer is official.
Yep.
You are in Florida.
I am in Florida and sending out silent prayers to my garden. Please be there when I get back.
Right. What's going on, other Marcus, Miss Craft Marcus, Miss Reds? Oh, babe, can you do me a favor and grab that
hey,
baby, that mason jar from downstairs that I told you I didn't want to throw away?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wouldn't be throwing
away. Roberts, how you doing? I'm gonna start calling you cousin because we Roberts too.
Yeah. You might as well. Hey, Love Notes, what's going on? Oh, you still at the
Love
gym,
Notes.
Tiffany in the gym getting them gains in. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, do a couple of reps for me. Eat it.
Hey, Stinky Puddle Ranch, how you doing? Thank you for coming.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, we had a few false starts today. I'm not sure what's going on with the software, which means the link for tomorrow's live for the Battle of the Stripes. I don't know if you've seen that video already, but the Battle of the Stripes with me, Elevated Lawnscapes, Polo Fields Lawn Service, and Girls Lawn, that's tomorrow. Okay, so we're doing that one tomorrow at 7, and it's gonna be a good time, y'all. It's gonna be a good time. PJ's in the building. What's up, PJ? How you doing?
Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, I had to throw some twist in there to make it official.
They call me Sunshine. Hello, hello. How you doing? NJ Kelly Gardner. Hey, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Seed Addicts.
Roberts. Seed Addicts in the building. Finally, look, Malik. I see. Look, I told you, Malik. He was giving me that business. He was like, "Get it together, sir."
You're not gonna let it slide. Come on now. Hey, bro, Farmer, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, you know, little brother not gonna let me slide.
Yeah. Thanks for checking in with us, everybody.
What's up, bro? Everybody can hear us. Everybody can see us. Cool. Well, before we get into the long-awaited, start off with traditions, right?
Traditions. Yeah. Guava.
Guava, my friend. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's good. Some good stuff.
Yeah.
Rob Mash Karabi working. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. So I gave Marcus, I think I gave him like 3 Karabis, and he's on keto diet.
Oh, okay.
He discovered that Karabi is keto friendly, and he's using it to substitute his mashed potatoes. So I gave him an I gave him an extra Karabi, and I was like, hey, go ahead and slide some of that my way so I can taste it.
Yeah, I need to taste that because we used to do keto a long time ago. It's like after a while you find hard to find stuff. But I didn't think to use Karabi as a potato substitute.
He's giving it a shot.
Cauliflower thing.
It is.
Yeah, we did the cauliflower thing.
Who's that? Polo's in the building. What's up, Polo? We working.
Yeah, speaking of keto, I was in Walmart today and I saw that Slim Fast has a fat bomb now.
Fat bomb?
Okay, and what fat bombs are is like coconut oil or butter and chocolate or peanut butter or something like that. It's like it's basically supposed to be a candy substitute that's loaded with good fats.
Oh.
Yeah. So they have like
Slim
like
Jim?
Reese's and stuff like that. And yeah, Slim Fast decided they wanted to market it.
Slim Fast. Slim Fast. My
Yes.
brain heard Slim Jim. I was like,
Oh,
this makes
no, Slim
no
Fast.
sense whatsoever. It's like Slim Jim is trying to get in the healthy game. What is?
Yeah, well, to me, it might as well have been Slim Jim because it wasn't like, you know, Slim Fast, like all the sugar and all that, and their shakes and all that. They were low fat once upon a time.
Once
They
upon a
can't
time.
make up their mind.
Can't do it. Can't do it. So yeah, so we're here. I think how long ago was it when we gave people a sneak peek of this?
Sneak peek, I think, was about 3 months ago,
About
perhaps
3 months ago.
3 or 4 months ago.
Ms.
Yeah,
Kraft,
it was March 20th.
okay.
That was the date.
Yeah. So to date, March 20th. Yeah, that was March 20th. It sure was.
Yeah, I think that was the date. We were trying
20th,
to.
we gave you a sneak peek. If you caught that live, we told you we were working.
Yeah, that's right. We welcomed in spring
Yeah,
with
we were.
with our little toast and all that.
Yeah, right. We welcome in the spring, and we showed you guys a little sneak peek of the FlipSide marketplace. Now, the FlipSide marketplace, the whole point in the FlipSide marketplace is for the community. It's for you guys who are avid gardeners that's been gardening for much longer than me. I've been doing this for years. But shoot, it hasn't even been 2 years for the garden. This is my first full season, to be honest. And it's for everyone it's their first full season, and people who's been doing it since the day in and out, but so you can share your seeds. It's a seed exchange, and more, much more deeper than that. And we made this for you guys, and we thought what better day to drop this on Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everyone. And
yes.
then we're also keeping our promise by releasing this by the summer, which is what we said back in March. So yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. And then in the closet, that the water basin thing with all the soap stuff in it, it's at the top. Yeah. So that's what this is about. So I'm let me pass it to Ms. Kraft, the designer, the creator, the think tank behind all of it. Because we've been working, y'all. We've been working.
Yes, we have. It's like it started out as a conversation of, you know, what can we bring to the community as a whole to help make things a little bit simpler to find each other and exchange our goods. And this is the brainchild realized today. So let me just jump into it. If you guys are ready, can I get a, you know, yeah, we're ready. Let's see it. I want to see that you guys are engaged.
Yes. Are y'all ready for this?
You ready? You ready?
Are you ready for this?
I don't think they're ready.
It doesn't seem like, unless my chat just might be moving slow. Oh,
I see it now. Yeah, we ready. We ready.
There's a delay. There is a delay. That's right. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about the 20-second delay. Yeah, they're ready. All right. All right. Twist my arm. Okay, so I'm about to share my screen. All right. This is the landing page for our website, which is the FlipSideMarketplace.com. And as it said, it's built for gardeners by gardeners. So a lot of brainstorming of what should we put on the site, what would be helpful to our community, in addition to giving them a place to swap seeds. So we thought, you know, we can include some resources just for some handy thoughts to help with your gardening. We decided that we would include a space for those who are handy and make their own crafts, and we would like to share them with the community as well. And we also made a space for retail. So if you sell t-shirts or mugs or anything of that nature, we have a space for you as well. So let me get into it. As you can see here, this is a multi-vendor site. And what that means is it's a one-stop shop for multiple people who are selling goods. It's very similar to an Etsy or a eBay or something along those lines. But it's kind of niched to focus more towards the gardener, the home gardener. So as you are a patron of the store, you will come in and you see different categories where we have our gardening section where we sell bulbs and cuttings and live plants and so forth, seeds primarily, and all these different categories. So whatever anybody wants to sell, flowers, fruits, herbs, we have a place for all of that in here. The next section is our crafts. So anybody that has hair or body products that they like to sell, so your lotions, your hair oils and things like that, body scrubs, from the kitchen, and what that is any cooked good, so like your jams, jellies, vinegars, things like that can be sold. And I'll go more into detail about this particular category when we get there. But I also know we got tons of artists in the house. So if you paint or draw and you want to sell, spot for you here. If you make jewelry, and if you do textile art, so if you quilt or crochet or knit, things like that. So needlepoint, all of it, it all can be sold here in this category here. And then our retail, again, like I mentioned before, if you are selling t-shirts or if you came up with a book and you want a place to sell it, drinkware. We also have gift cards available if you have that hard to buy for a person. You can get them a gift card to the site. And then any small retail appliances that you may want to sell, you can do that here as well. And then we have our resource tab, where we will feature a particular plant every month that's season, responsible, I guess you would say, because we're not going to advertise collards in July. No, you don't do that. We're going to keep it relative to the season, and then just different resources. And I'll go specifically in the page once we get there. We will ask you to create an account so you can actually make your purchases. You can track your orders, and here's a place for frequently asked questions. And as people ask us questions as we go through and the site matures, this section will, expand to be in response. And then we also have a search place, so you could type in anything that you want to search for. So if you want to search for tomatoes or something like that, you can type that in here and it'll take you. All right. We do provide live shipping rates. So we give the customer the opportunity to declare how they want the product shipped to them, whether they want it 7 days or if they want it overnight, and they will get the actual rate at the time of purchase. We also do quick payments to our vendors. So as you get your product sold, you will get paid right away. You don't have to wait and sit on the money. We do have a seed bank, as we mentioned earlier. That's where we do our exchange, and we have gift certificates. So let's jump into these actual categories. Oh, went a little too fast, too far, sorry. So we have the plant of the month. And if we click on that, you have to forgive me, I'm like on the hotel's web. So this month we're talking tomatoes. I know we're gonna have to change that pretty soon because we're getting into the summer. But it kind of gives you a history of the plant, how to grow the plant, and what to do with the plant when it's all ready to be harvested. So we got a recipe here for salsa. And like I said, every month we'll change that up.
Yeah.
All right, so go back here. Okay, here you can actually find your grow zone if you're not sure. I'll pop in mine. You hit the submit button. And please work because I did make some changes. There we go.
Well,
You had me freaking out for a minute, site. Don't do that. It lays you out. It tells you exactly what your growing zone is, what your extreme temperature is on the cold end. So you have the worst, your worst temperature you can have is about 5 degrees up to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And I will say this past winter, we definitely hit that 5 degrees with that snowstorm that came through there. So that was good information to know. And we also give you your last frost date and your first frost date. Now, this is the average. So like this year, my frost date went out a little bit longer again, but we kind of figured that with that cold snap that came through. So this first frost date, which is in October, I should already have my fall plants ready to go before this even, hits. But that lets you know when it's the last time that you can get your frost tender type of plants in the ground. So you have a lot of information there. I'm going to go over to my gardening resources now. And this is just a link, a page of links of our favorite sites that we think can be beneficial to you. So of course we have a link to the Farmer's Almanac, what everybody should, that's gardening should, good grief. Sorry about that. Should be familiar with. They have a lot of information as far as how to tend plants, when to tend plants, when to harvest plants, when to look for the harvest moon, a whole bunch of stuff. So this is a good resource to have. Then the sun calc, this is something Robert turned me on to. This is a link for you to determine the pattern of the sun based on your longitude or latitude or zip code, which is really handy to know, especially if you're if you're looking to put things in the ground. You really want to know where your sun pattern is. So you know where to put your vegetables that need full sun, or trees or plants, whatever, that needs full sun versus ones that need shade, and at about what time they're going to get all of that and for how long. Same with the folks with containers. Goodness. Okay, hold on.
There we go. There we go.
La, 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 la. Folks with containers will know to be, if they need full sun, they can follow this map on where they need to move their containers to and follow the sun if they want to. Okay. Oh, the next site is something I really fell in love with because garden design, for me, gardening isn't just having a whole bunch of plants everywhere. It's also trying to beautify your area. So this kind of gives you some general ideas of how to make plots and what kind of vegetables or flowers can grow together and make your space pretty. Okay. So yeah, a lot of creative ideas on this site. For those who are unfamiliar with how many plants to plant, so if you're a family of 4, this particular site page, excuse me, by Garden Betty is a wonderful source to help you plan your seeds. So again, if you're a family of 4, it tells you exactly how many corn stalks you need to make have enough food for the year and in order to feed your family. So this is a really good resource here as well. In conjunction with the zone finder and having your frost dates, this is another resource that you can go to, Dave's Garden. Dave's Garden has a lot of stuff, including lists of nurseries, online nurseries, and their ratings. So that'll help you find stuff to buy if you're looking for trees and things like that, or even starts to get the most bang for your buck. But in addition to that, it helps you find your frost dates on this site as well. But there's a ton of other stuff in addition to that, and different growing guides that you can use on this site here too. The soil temperature map is very similar to the sun map. This lets you know when your soil is at the optimal temperature for your seed. So it's a really cool tool to you just kind of put in where you are, put in your zip code. I really don't, I want to show you the actual sites, but I'm trying to save time. But you know, you put in your zip code in your area and it'll tell you exactly what the zone is and at the precise time that you're looking at, what the temperature of your ground is. So if you know you have seeds that won't germinate for, you know, the ground is 70 degrees, this will let you know. You had something to say, Robert?
And if I can, yeah, I wanted to add to that. So what's also really cool about this particular tool, the soil temperature website, is that you can set up alert notifications. That's what I do for both I do it more for my lawn because I'm in the container. And with containers, your soil, it's a take and a give, right? It will get warmer quicker and it will also get colder quicker. So based off what I know what my lawn is, I kind of just plus minus 10 degrees here and there throughout whatever time of the year it is. But you can set up notifications for it to alert you based off certain growing soil temperatures in your area. So you can kind of get on there, do the hard work to like look at, okay, I'm working on my summer harvest right now. I want to be notified when it's 50 degrees, 60 degrees, 75 degrees. So you know when to drop all those seeds right on the dot. So you can use this tool in combination with something like a grow calendar from the Farmer's Almanac, because this stuff, you know, the climate is changing. These regions are changing. There needs to be a grow zone realignment probably here in the near future. So what you do is you use these multiple tools to kind of get the best guesstimation possible for you to get started when you're gardening. Like you'll see in a garden video I have coming out right now, my watermelon were struggling when I first got them out there because the weather was so up and down. My watermelon and all my warm season plants were just struggling, and I was like, well, I just kind of got to let them ride because I have a short stint here. I'm gonna be gone in about 3 to 4 months, and I don't have the time to restart seeds from scratch and whatnot. But in all actuality, it turned out to win because now I got watermelon out there already. So combining those
mine
about
that big.
Mine, I got one right now that's about the size of an apricot. Like it's about to need some support here soon. I'm gonna have to tie it to the pole.
Yeah, but I'm coming. I'm right behind you. Don't worry.
I'm waiting for you to catch up.
All right, the next link I think is probably Robert's most famous, favorite link. I should say most favorite link. Find your local extension office.
Find it.
Yes, this is a wonderful little place. You put in your zip code and they'll tell you exactly where your location office is. You don't even have to go and ask your neighbor or anything like that. You can just pop in here, put in your code, and they'll tell you where to go. We have a home canning site that kind of gives you the basics of how to can your food safely. If you want in depth, you already know where to go. We got Homestead Heart and we got Miss Cheryl. We got a whole slew of folks already within the community that's going to show you the actual ins and outs. But this is a nice little resource to have as just a handy guide to get you started. This site here, the winemaking, they have wonderful recipes. They show you how to fix mistakes. They show you how to bottle and where to get labels. It's a great site, and it even talks about different yeasts and all. So if you want to learn the step-by-step on how to make your wine, check out my channel. Shameless plug.
But you might already be in the best place.
But if you want to take it to the next step and experiment beyond the basics that I teach, this is a wonderful resource to have. Especially now that we're coming up on summer and you guys have got your fruit trees and your berries and all that, it's getting time. Start collecting that stuff and make you some wine.
Right.
And then, of course, we got to, give homage to our bees, because without our bees, we would not be gardeners. So for those of you who have, taken on the mantle of being beekeepers and giving home and refuge to these wonderful insects, this site is for you. It gives you access to the Federation, which it's similar to the exchange office, but think of it for beekeeping. It'll let you know where your nearest club is, where you can get your nukes, how to be the best beekeeper that you can. This is a wonderful resource as well. And I know I'm using the word wonderful a lot, but they are. We were very specific and particular about the sites that we chose to be on this page. So we wanted to definitely make sure that they were going to be of use to everybody. So if I head back to the main page.
So let me just get after a couple of things that popped up in the chat. So my Rhode Island Reds. First of all, guava to you you came in strong and hot with the donation. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I've been talking. I haven't seen what's been going on. Thank you so much.
So thank you. And then you just asked, will there be fruit trees and flower seeds or just food seeds? There will be whatever you guys loaded up with. So let me remind you something. The FlipSide Marketplace is not about me and it's not about Miss Craft. It's not even about the FlipSide Marketplace. It's about you. So this resource, this tool, this is just the platform that we've developed for you gardeners to load up your goodies. Check with your state laws when it comes to things like, because you can't send citrus to every state, you know, and you'll see when you sign up for the account, we have all the information and resources to where you can reach out and figure out what's good for your state. And then we've also taken it a step further for people like Farmer Q. Farmer Q, he was selling sweet potato slips off of his own personal website. Well, maybe he wants to list some things specifically to the FlipSide Marketplace website, but then he still wants to show people that he has slips in another area. This goes for anyone who has an Etsy account that are doing anything with arts and craft or anything like that. You can always bump affiliate links to your outside source, which we'll get into later. But I just wanted to really explain that you guys, it will be loaded with whatever you can create on your own. This is when you put your trades, your skills to the test and load it up in here. So as long as it's in the gardening realm, you can list it in here and let the world see what you got. Yeah. A really good example of that, before we move further, Miss Reds, she's in here tonight. Red Streak LLC. This granola she sent me, as you can see, this bottle is empty. This was a big thing. This was like my bedside snack for 3 weeks. I would destroy this when I wanted a snack. It was right there ready for, and it was so good. So products like this, you can find products like this based off cottage laws. You just check with your cottage laws for your state, and a lot of this stuff you can produce and put on the site. And you guys know Tony and Dolores, they sent me a whole bunch of soap, and it's called DJ Creative Hands. You can list soap on here as well. So when you ask what's going to be possible, any and everything under the moon. And if you don't see anything, if you have an idea for something that's garden related and is not listed on the website, contact us, send us an email. So all you got to do is set up your vendor account and go to town, you know, and we even made a few videos to explain to you to do some of those harder tasks that are on here. So the world is yours. This is your oyster. You can kind of make it. This is your home. This is your community. This is for gardeners by gardeners. We mean that. So
correct. Yeah. And if we notice that we're getting requests for a particular something often from folks, hey, are you planning on seeing, or is anybody planning on such and such and such? We'll broadcast that out and say, hey, if you are going to, or if you're growing this or you're making this, you got an audience to sell your stuff to. We can already tell you and guarantee you that. Open your store and we'll shoot off an advertisement to these people who are asking for that product. Okay, so this is very much a give and take. It's going to be, it really is going to be our site. It's going to, you know, it's either going to be make or break, you know, because we all are going to have to contribute to this. Okay, so is there anything else that kind of jumped out?
No, I'm double checking right now. That was just the more, you know, people. And then and then another thing that I saw, they was like, hey, you know, I'm a beginner gardener, can I still join? Absolutely.
Yes.
Everyone is welcome to join. There's no prerequisites. Actually, there is a prerequisite. You're gonna have to have an email address to set up your account. That's about it. You go in there, and then I guess the other work for you to do is your research on your particular area. As far as it comes to what you are able to produce at home. When it comes to like granolas or soaps or stuff like that, you got to check with your cottage laws in your state and states that you're trying to do business in. But for the most part, it's very, you said, will this be deaf friendly? You know, we never even thought about that until just now. So that's something that we have to put on our to-do list. As of now, there are no audio. Oh, deaf, why not? Yeah, all you got to do is look at it. So yeah, it should be.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would have to, our training videos, we'd have to do something with.
Yeah, the training videos, I'm gonna have to do some closed captions for those. But yeah, for at the moment it's just a website. So I imagine most, even if you're hearing, you're challenged with the hearing department, you should still be able to read just fine, I would imagine. So
correct. And again, it's not just you know, a place for you to sell, it's a place for you to buy. You know, people can come in here and it is going to be live. I mean, some people can Google just looking for tomato seeds and our site will pop up, and you know, you will be able to sell your seeds not just within the community but outside. So when you actually go in as a vendor, and like I said, we'll dive deeper into this, but as a vendor, go into it with the mindset, I'm starting a business. Okay, it's not just, you know, I think I'll throw something on the site. No, this could grow and potentially be something, which is one of the reasons why we kind of jumped at the chance of introducing this to you on Juneteenth, the day of freedom. Start a business. Start a business, start small, and we're here to help you with that. But and then on the flip side, like I said, as a customer, you don't necessarily have to open a store. You know, this site is meant for customers as well. So don't think that just because you're not selling anything, you can't buy anything. Oh, no, contraire. Buy to your heart's content.
And if you don't want to sell or buy, but you just want to donate, that's where the great exchange comes into place, where the seed bank will be. We'll have seeds for free. Literally just free. You just got to pay the shipping on them, but they'll be free.
Yep. So here's another shortcut to all of our different market areas. So you got the garden shop, your handcrafts, and your retail. And again, they're just shortcuts to the different areas. And I'll let you guys like explore that when you get on the site. If there's any products that are for sale, and this is across all boards, so all vendors, if you place your item on sale, you'll see it here. And it'll scroll around, so all items will get a chance to be seen. You can also do a sale just for a limited time. You can make it look like a sale item forever and a day. It's up to you, but this is mostly a way to catch your consumer's eye that you have something that is available and it is on sale at the moment. Okay. And also you can see here there's options for consumers to rate your items. Now seeds are kind of hard, you know, you got to kind of wait until you plant them and see how they grow before you can actually rate them. But, you know, there's going to be other products out there. Like I have some scrubs and things like that out there that when a customer buys it, they can rate it and they're allowed to leave you a comment so you can actually see how you're doing.
So I got a couple of good questions right here for you.
Yeah, I'll stop here before I go into the exchange.
So Farmer Q, he says, are there vendor accounts and consumer accounts? Yes. So if you're just trying to purchase stuff, you don't have to make an account if you want to. You can just go in there and buy stuff and, you know, check out as a guest if you want to, or you can make an actual consumer account, and that way you can get updates when things are back in stock, and then you can have favorites for your vendors and you can just track it a little better. And then yes, there are vendor accounts. It says also, is this more of a directory to different websites of the vendors, or will the vendors be more inventory for the site itself?
The second.
The second one, right.
Yes.
And then he says, the reason why I asked that is because I also want to be able to plug the directory on my website, which is the part
Yes,
of
you
the
can.
reason I asked. So I can
Yes.
help this awesome creation be full circle and amplified. Yeah, so yes, you can do that. And Q, like I was saying earlier, and I think Love knows, she said she has like pomegranates on Etsy, right? So if she chose to list her pomegranates on this site, one, she'd be getting a better deal. Knock, knock.
Same was plug number 2.
But if she did that, she could also, in her vendor account, set up a outside website URL to bump you to her Etsy store if she so choose. Or if she didn't want to upload the particular pomegranate, she could do it however you want. It's pretty customizable. It's a pretty cool. We've been working on it pretty hard, so we try to make it and inclusive as possible.
Correct.
Will there be a free seed giveaway place? I'm looking to give away seeds. Yes, we're going to get to that. We'll show you how you can donate, but let Ms. Kraft get back to breaking the site down, walking us through it. Just bear with us. We're about 10 minutes away from showing you everything, and we just field questions and maybe even just go to specific locations on the website to show you what you want to be looking for.
Yeah, well, that was a great segue into the Great Exchange.
Boom, there you go.
That's what we're calling it. This is the location where people who just want to give their seeds away or whatever, they want to just give away. This is where that would be located. If and I'm just going to be upfront about it, because a lot of those type of items are so limited. I did not broadcast that up in the main menu here. To me, if you are interested in the site, you'll be willing to go down through the page, and lo and behold, you'll find the Great Exchange. And you go into that. So yeah, this is definitely the area where we are looking for donators to give their seeds away, or starts or scions if they're willing to make cuttings and things like that. We do limit one per order, so the inventory doesn't fall out too quickly. You can either donate your products through your own vendor store, or you can donate through the website itself. All we would need is your contact information, just an open line of communication with you in order for you to, we would fill the orders on your behalf, and you will fill the orders once we let you know you have orders to fill. So that's how that would operate. We do have videos that'll go into more specifics, but that's what it is in a nutshell. Again, this is very separate from the actual store. The store is where you're going to sell your garden goods. So if you have oversized tomatoes that you want to send, if you got banana pups that you want to sell, anything that you want to sell at a cost would be listed here. Anything that you would like to give away or donate an over amount of seeds or things like that, that would be here. Okay, so I hope that answers your question there. And then as a way to help promote different vendors as they come on, we'll have a vendor of the month. Wow. And right now I only have 2 vendors, and I didn't want to be vain. So we have Robert's store here.
And let me be clear right now. You're not gonna find much in my store at the moment, but over the next week or 2, it will be getting pumped with. I got a lot of seeds outside that need to be processed. I got a lot of seeds that are just on the way that I'll be able to load the store up with at affordable prices, easy to reach, and just like spread the word. So like I said, don't come in here thinking, oh, I just want turf seeds. Nah, because turf don't have a lot of seeds to give you, first of all.
This is more just to whet your appetite and let you see what the possibilities are.
Right, what's possible. We're really relying on you as a community to get in here and start your own small business. That's literally what it is. Or out of the kindness out of your heart, donate to the FlipSide market, and then we will give away your seeds on your behalf. And there's a process for that, but we made it as simple as possible as we ultimately could. That's going to be best for both the consumer, you, the donator, and us, the host. So,
Correct.
And you know, the site will walk you through that pretty much.
Correct. And, you know, when we do choose a vendor of the month, we're going to ask you for just a little profile of you and your store. You can either give us a photograph or a video. I'll let you guys play that on your own time. But, you know, it's really just to highlight you and your store, to help drive some business your way. We also have
But they're asking if the site is live. The site's not live yet, isn't it? We're going to make it live right after we're done though.
Yeah, patience, Grasshopper.
The site's not live, but we will post the link for the site about 5 to 10 minutes before we close out, and then I'll put in the description of this video, and then it will, all we gotta do is hit the button and y'all can go have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We also wanted to let you know we do have a Facebook presence and we have an Instagram presence. So, you know, as a vendor, you can say, hey, can you do me a favor and advertise that I'm going to be selling such and such and such at a discounted price for X amount of days, and we will gladly do that for you. We will broadcast and you know, because we're here for you. I'm gonna say it again, we're here for you. Okay.
Look, he said they was on their phone, they was on their other phone trying to access the site. Give us how Led said, two ticks. Look,
Go down. All right. So on the bottom, you know, as you create your store, of course, you're going to have a logo go with it. And this will be a quick way for consumers to come down and click and go to your store. Matter of fact, I'm going to I keep going. I don't want to hold everybody too long. So I let you guys play. We also have an email list. If you wanted to sign up for that, we'll let you know when there's new stores, if they have promotions and all of that. We are not going to spam you. We are not going to bombard you because we ain't got time for all that.
No time. We're not selling no emails for people. We're not doing any of that.
We're not doing any of that. So, you know, if you get an email from us, read it because it's important.
We don't have the time.
Yeah, have the time for all that. All right, so down here is just some more informational links here. So details on how to become a vendor, our seller's policy. Please read that thoroughly. If you want to register as a vendor, you will go here. Once you become a vendor, you will have your own store management site where you can actually see your profits. You can load your products and manage your store that way. And then we actually have a list of our stores available already out on the site. That'll be handy so you can make sure that you're not really duplicating a person's brand or profile or something like that. I mean, we want to kind of make it as, you know, versatile as you possibly can. On the right side, you have, again, your frequently asked questions, our privacy policy, and this is for everybody, not just vendors. This is for anybody that's using our site, terms of use. Our pay it forward. This is not active yet, but once we actually get going and everybody's actually really participating, and this looks like it's actually going to be, you know, something, which we're hoping or praying is going to be something. Because what we would like to do is take some of those profits, pay it forward to different donation sites, especially around Whole Foods and gardening, and, you know, helping different food deserts and stuff like that. You know, so we're focused to that. But, you know, we're not there yet, but just to let you know that this is on the horizon, you know.
Right. And a good example of that would be, you guys know, you saw, I don't know if you caught it or not, but when we did the 1,000 subscriber giveaway for Back to Our Roots for Cheryl Swoops, they have a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to, you know, uplifting their community. So if we have the funds 1 month, when we have them, we turn around and then we can donate it, pay it forward to that nonprofit so they can continue to do good things for their community as well. So that's the idea about it. And if you have ideas for us, email it to us. Hey, I think this would be a good candidate for the pay it forward, you know, the next time you guys do it. This is for us, by us, ran by us as well. So this is not a dictatorship. And again, we said we're busy, we don't have a lot of time, so we need your help.
Exactly. And if you were able to get this, oh yeah, let me keep going in here. This is our contact us form. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, click on here, easy to fill out form. If you wish to donate seeds, there's actually a checkbox for that to just say, hey, here I am, I want to donate seeds. These are the seeds I want to donate. Click, send that as an email, and we'll contact you and get back with you with all the details. Our links to our social media, so our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then if you made it this far, we thought we'd give you a moment of zen. So if you click on that, and we'll change this up every so often. It'll just be a nice, comforting picture with some words of wisdom.
There you go.
So that is the home page. That is the actual store. Like I said, the links would kind of jump off into the individual areas. So if I went into the garden store, matter of fact, let me go down this way. If I went into the garden shop, okay, you can do a search for a particular product, just like you can up here. If there's a particular form that you're looking for, so as people put things other than seeds, or like plants or starts, cuttings, that will show up here. If you want to jump to a different category, it will be here. Then you have your actual subcategories within here. So we got some grains and grasses. So that would be like your rice and corn and millet and things like that would be under that category. I did throw some corn in here. I just haven't had a chance to put a picture on there. Matter of fact, this was a bad example for me to click on, wasn't it? And we got two different types of corn seeds available there. So if I go back over to herbs, and we got some dill and some leek available. So if I click on dill, you know, you got individual dill. Like if there was different types, so if someone had elephant dill and stuff like that, it would all show here. And the person that's actually selling the item would list it right here. So this is herbs. So if someone said, you know what, I like what he's got going on. Let me see what else he's got to sell. You can just click right on that person's link. It'll bring you straight to his store. Okay. And then you can easily go back. I think I saw somebody ask the question if you're going to have your own link. Yes. Every store gets their own URL.
Yeah, they'll get your own slug and everything. So you'll be good to go.
Yep. So if I go back here. Okay. So the other areas are the same. So that's about it. Did I miss anything, Robert?
You missing this kohlrabi mashed potatoes.
You're wrong for that.
Marcus just sent it over.
Is it good?
This is so good.
Oh, that's definitely going in the garden this fall then.
Oh, my. So
I need a recipe, Marcus.
Yeah, that's the next recipe we need to post this fall for kohlrabi. Is Marcus's kohlrabi mashed potatoes, man.
And that's what we're going to call the recipe too. Marcus's mashed potatoes.
Marcus's keto-friendly mashed potatoes. This is fire. Fire, as my man Ken would say. This is fire.
It's fire.
I wish, I got a thing full of potatoes, but I don't have a spoon. So I scooped a little
all right,
bit out.
so yeah, so we got our when's the right time to plant those? It would be September or into August.
For your zone, you could probably actually get them out. You can start them in the shade in July.
Okay.
You start them in the purple shade of your area. You could probably plant them mid-July. It would be
okay. All right. Yep. Well, we got the July plant of the month. So Marcus, send me that recipe so I can get it in here.
There you go.
You're done.
Is there a recipe section? No, not necessarily Booch Prepper, but whenever we feature of plants of the month, we're going to try to give you a couple of ideas of what to do with them as far as consuming. So, you know, when we recommend you for the kohlrabi, you getting your fall garden prepped, you know, we'll give you Marcus's recipe for an alternative to mashed potatoes, which is fire. I'm just telling you, it is like really, really good.
Okay. Well, let me pose the question: would a garden to table type of section where we would host different recipes, would that be something of interest?
Yeah, the table is yours. He giving us the recipe. He said cream cheese.
Oh,
butter,
that's what you tasted. It's a cream cheese.
better than bouillon, salt and pepper. Is no garlic in here?
Probably from the bouillon.
I feel like I got hit with the garlic on a whole nother level. But yeah, okay, so yeah, there's an interest to that. I like that idea, garden table.
Garden to table, and that's where like all the recipes that we'll feature, we'll slide them over and host them there. I think that'd be great. And I'm kind of scrolling back and see if there were any other questions. And I see everybody's kind of excited about that. I'm excited too. So, I think Lion had another question.
This is good.
I keep calling that. I need to start calling you Q. That's your name, Q. Are you all okay? From a logical standpoint, are you all going to try to have vendors obligate to certain crop, much like a nursery to a market, but on a smaller scale for products that are seasonal? No. Your store is your store. You do with it with how you choose to deal with it. Now, there are certain products that we will not allow on the store, and that's just because it's CYA. I'm not going to jail because somebody wants to put some herb on this site.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We ain't there yet.
Yeah.
Soon, hopefully. We're not there. Okay. No, you make your site your own, and your success, we will help you with as much as you can, but your success is your own. We will help with, bare minimum advertisement, I guess is what we could say. But again, if you really want to make this into something big, you're going to have to put in the work. We're just giving you a place to do it on the lower end of the expense.
Let's go ahead and I mean, that's the elephant in the room, right? So I got two comments right here.
Yep.
First of all, my Rhode Island Reds, I'm so sorry that your peach tree got moldy, went down. And somebody was asking about cuttings. I killed my peach tree, so I don't have peach tree cuttings, but maybe Lab Farmer 73 may decide to list some cuttings over here for you guys.
Yes.
One day. And if you have a peach tree that's in healthy condition, is prime for cuttings, you can get them prepped. When they're ready to go, draft it up, submit it here to the store, and share your goodness. And then Farmer Q, he says, LOL, this makes you go, in regards to paying some of these listing websites for your listing. I'll let you know, there's no listing fee here.
There are no listing fees.
There's no listing fee. There's no relisting fees. There's no minimum on the listings. None of that. This is yours. This is yours. No strings attached. And the strings that are attached are very clear, cut and dry in the seller policy.
Exactly.
And when you read the seller policy and you see our fees, and then you go to these other places and you check out their fees, you'll see that you're better off over here with us.
Exactly. And we set it up in such a way that, we don't profit if you don't profit. You guys got to, which is why we're pleading with you. We need money. So go make some money.
Go make that moolah. And it's a very small.
In all seriousness, yeah, we did not want to be in the forefront. Like I said, we built this for you guys. Right. So, all we're asking for is a little compensation for our efforts. That's all.
Just very little.
Very, very little. Very little. And like he said, when you go and actually check out some of the, how they nickel and dime you and other places that's similar to this, it makes no sense. I don't know how anybody actually makes any money. to be honest, by the time they get done with you. So why this is niched, you know, I think the closest comparison would be an Etsy. We definitely want to focus to you guys in the beginning and first and foremost, because that's who we made this site for. Okay. So.
Oh, Quita, you want some of this? Yeah, yeah. Here you go.
Oh, see, he just done got all into it. Done left the talk.
Because I was
left the chat.
I was about to finish it. This stuff got me distracted. So you can have, because I know how I did you last time when I was eating the karabi raw. So
okay. Broke Farmer, are you volunteering? I said, do y'all need a garden blogger to post gardening articles?
Oh yeah, you volunteering, brother. We can bring you on in, get you an admin account set up,
and give you a whole section.
Get you a whole section.
Give you a whole section. Put it right under resources and say, Broke Farmer's wisdom. Wisdom corner. Absolutely. Just reach out to us. Hit that comment and let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it's garlic flavored. Better than bouillon.
I told you it was the bouillon where it was coming from.
I knew I tasted it. Oh, backwoods lawn care. What's going on, bro? You can have it. You can have the other half. Okay.
I need that's roller. I need a peach trees cutting from barefoot. Cutting from barefoot. I got it.
There'll be a community post page in the recipe section.
I would love to give you cuttings, but my tree is in shock because we moved it. So maybe next year.
You know, I like that idea, Mr. Stinky Puddle Wrench. We do need a community post page. So they're saying, could there be a community post page in the recipe section?
Okay.
And I like the idea of having a community post page. So we'll take notes. Email us your idea. We're gonna take notes, but follow up with an email, please, because we're busy. So
oh yeah, he has broke garden tips. I like it. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's all. The rest is pretty much for you guys to kind of jump. Oh, one thing I did forget to show you, this button right here. This is something that I was able to replicate that I love on all of the big box store sites. What you recently reviewed, because sometimes you'll just be clicking and you're like, oh, where did I see? There it is. So this is your history button right here, and you can quickly either add it to your cart, go back and look at it quick for it, go to the link itself. You can load more if you like really are bouncing around the site. It'll load up as much as you've viewed already. So I thought that was kind of a cool little feature that we added there as well. So yep. So this is the beginning, and hopefully we can grow and add more. I'm loving, like I said, I'm loving the ideas that are coming in and what else to add. So
yeah, Stinky Puddle Ranch said we should call it Broke Bits. I like that. That's funny.
Like that. I like that.
Broke Bits. That's funny. Well, yeah, that's there's much more to the website. But that's your broad stroke overview. Don't worry, when the live is ended tonight, you can get on there, start signing up to make your accounts. You can put us to work. That's essentially what we're saying. Put us to work. Start trying to make your accounts. That's what I would really more so. We have some stuff to prime the tank to kind of just give you an idea of what it's possible of creating. But the FlipSide marketplace itself is not a vendor, although we will have stuff listed, but it's for you. That's what it's for. It's not for the FlipSide marketplace to list a whole bunch of seeds to sell. No, this is just a platform for you to do your own business on and easily find each other with less restrictions and less fees and it's just no nonsense. Go out there, have fun, spread the wealth.
Easier to exchange seeds because it's, it's one-stop shop and you don't have to swap a bunch of emails going back and forth.
I saw someone asked a question. They said, can vendors make exchanges? And Yes, not in the way that I think you're thinking. You can't actively make an exchange for an exchange, like you can't barter with them on the site per se, but what you can do is go to that vendor's contact information and you can email them about something that you see they either have or have had in the past, and you can behind the scenes work that out between each other. As
Exactly.
far as a trade and barter or, exchange between different vendors, you could absolutely do that.
Yep. This again, I think someone else touched on it, which is a wonderful idea. This is a community site. This is where you come and build your relationships, and we all come together and spread the joy, like you said, spread the wealth.
Mm-hmm. So, what other kind of questions do we have? Because that's it on the site walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything particular you want to see on the site while we have it up, we'll let it stay up for a couple more minutes before we give you back both of us on the screen at the same time. But is there anything particular you want to see on the site, like right now, before we bring it down and kind of just kick back and relax with you guys?
Oh, one thing I want to mention. This is not a site just for physical goods alone. You can do ebooks if you have that, virtual exchange type of gifts. Like, for example, the gift card is going to be virtual. If you have a talent that you want to sell, for example, if you do videography and you want to book hours, you can list yourself as a product out there. So don't think small, think outside the box, and spread the word. This is definitely going to be a word of mouth type of growth. So not only does it help us with the site, it is going to help you with your business. So yes, let everybody know.
Oh, I think it's worth going over. Do you think it's worth touching on? No, we'll leave that alone because we have everything baked in for. I already did those videos, so
let's let your hard work speak.
But then listen, the struggle is real.
Train, like for the vendors, we do have training videos that are going to walk you step by step on what you're going to do, what you can expect as a vendor.
And we will have more training videos, or if you need a training on the specific topic, email us, let us know, and I will put together another training video on that topic. We really want you to succeed, which is why we took the time to put together training videos.
Once you kind of get in there, especially if you are used to selling online already, it's going to seem pretty intuitive. But for those who are really just getting started with e-commerce and stuff like that, like you said, we were trying to make it as easy and as simple as we possibly could. Definitely how package live plants. Gonna teach how to do live plants. Okay, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, do you have anything else, Robert?
For the website in particular?
Yeah, or anything you want to talk about or share?
So while we're here, might as well give a little quick shameless plug to what's going down tomorrow. But I don't know if you got a chance to check out the Battle of the Stripes video for the We Working team. I know that you guys have been seeing us work. So we did a little Battle of the Stripes contest, and just so happens it lined up to drop on Juneteenth. And then we'll be going live to let you do our live voting tomorrow at 7 p.m. So that's going to be fun. Let me see. I have no tricks. I bought cuttings from people and they didn't survive. That sucks.
Yeah.
I have to figure out how to save cuttings. Edward Scissors hands on a lilac tree. My seeds are mixed flower seeds from overseas. Can I do mystery bag seeds giveaway?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can either set up your account and then donate them to the gardener, to the Great Exchange, to the Great Exchange, or Is this just for the USA? No, everybody can get to it on the World Wide Web. However, you as
Yes.
the vendor need to make sure it's okay to send those seeds to another country. Now, I'll give you an example. I am currently going through a process of getting all of my seeds certified so I can take them with me to Germany. That is the proper way to do that. I could try to smuggle them in country, but we don't want those problems. We got security clearances to worry about and whatnot, so we're not going to do that. We're going to do the right thing. So you should do the right thing and do the research on, can you send seeds to we're not going to stop you. Let's say it that way. We're not going to stop you. At that point, it's really between you. That relationship is between you and the consumer. So y'all have to figure that out. Now, if you send it and then it gets snatches up by customs, then you're most likely going to have to refund that person their money that they spent, and then you're at a loss for that product. That's your worst case scenario, because I doubt they're going to come knock on your door to lock you up because you try to send deal seeds to pick a country.
Correct.
But you may lose your item. And then who else is a really good resource to let you know though what you need is the postal office themselves. So if you go there, you have to do custom forms anyway, and they'll let you know what you need or don't need. Like, they should be a pretty good resource, or at least point you in the right direction to where you need to go to find out if you can send certain things or not.
Right. And you can set up your store. I mean, if that's something that you really don't want to deal with, you can set up your store to say US only,
Yes. Yep,
Yeah.
you could, if that's what you want to do.
But I think what Rhode Island was asking was that she actually had, she or he, I'm sorry, she or he, sorry, they got seeds from overseas. Is it all right to give those away? And the answer is absolutely.
Yeah, you got them.
Like I said, if you wanted to, like he said, open a store and give the seeds away that way. If you don't want to be bothered with your own vendor, you can just let us know what the seeds are, how many packets you plan on giving away, and we will take orders on your behalf, send you the orders, and then you ship them out. So you can do that either way. Okay, so again, you can do extra cuttings. It's still don't survive. That's no guarantee.
What happened? Oh, I know what's wrong.
Yeah, they're still talking about the cuttings. I feel bad. Yeah, I'm terrible with cuttings. I have a hard time with cuttings.
You saw me.
They're like sausages.
33. What was it? 33 cuttings I took off that loquat. Every last single one of them failed. Now I am good at sage cuttings, which is why Beauty in the Garden will be getting a pineapple sage cutting from me here soon.
Nice.
Once I get enough going, my store will be loaded with pineapple sage cuttings by the end of the season. So if you want some pineapple sage, I'm really good at making those cuttings. So, I'll probably be able to do about 20 cuttings, and they'll probably be ready. Here's the problem. It's about to get really hot, and I'm going to have this disclaimer, but I'm going to try to ship them and get them to you. But keep in mind, sometimes these things they're in that truck, that postal service truck, and it gets hot in there. So this is not necessarily going to be the best time to try to get them out to you, but due to my timeline, I'm probably going to have to list them. What is it, June? It's mid-June right now. I'll probably have to start sending them out like mid-late July. So you're running a risk of them not surviving, but I'm doing as much research as possible, and I will be doing test shipments to see if I can get them to the side. And really what I'll do is I'll just let them get a little more mature before I let them go out.
That's the best bet.
That way the best bet. They can hang in there a little bit longer. Can you sell any other than seeds such as oils? Yes, you can sell oil. Can you go to the accessory section and handcrafts so they can see that? Give them an idea what they're, you can put artwork up here. Like Ellen Pinky, Ellen, she is a magnificent artist. Who else? F.R. Humphreys, she's a magnificent artist. My brother, Malik Palmer, he can paint his little behind off. I don't understand it, but you can list your paintings up for sale. People might want to put them in their home, or put them in their garden, or put them in their indoor greenhouse, whatever it may be. You can list that thing. So oils, hair, bath and body, handcrafts, You can resell books. Books is the only used products that will allow you to sell as far as a used product, but anything you crafted yourself, you're good to go. But as far as like garden tools and things like that, they need to be in their original packaging, or at least never used, where you can provide the original packaging for.
Correct. Correct. We only do retail, not resell.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Retail,
I'm about to.
resell.
Yeah. I'm about to do a shameless plug. This is where I have my products here as under Miss Crafts. I have linen sprays here. And forgive me, I don't have any pictures yet because I don't have my labels yet.
Yes,
but
yes, Andel. The link will be in the description. And before we part, I'm gonna post it. Matter of fact, I'm about to post and pin the link in the chat right now. You won't be able to get in the site yet, but at least you'll have the link ready to go. So as soon as we're done, you can. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the link in the chat, and then I'm gonna pin it in the chat, and then that way you can just save it. And then once we're done here, you'll be good to go. So let me pin this message.
Yeah, so so here is my actual posting for linen spray that I plan on selling. I have 3 different fragrances, 2 different sizes, $7 size and a $10 size. And then under body oils, I think I was like, hair and body. I have sugar scrub, I believe, and you have to forgive me, y'all. I'm running on fumes right now, so so I have.
That's a good question. It says, will there be any kid-friendly games or grow challenges on this website, or will it be age appropriated? So right now, it's not discriminate to any age. I like that idea though. Friendly games or grow challenges. That might be a place for in the community post section that we'll highly consider on creating. No promises, just because I'm not the coder guy. I'm just the SME on background noise type stuff. But when it comes to what we're able to put on the site, I'm gonna let Miss Craft figure that out, and then we'll come back to it. And then if you sign up for the email, we'll let you know if it's a go. And in the email, that'll be like that might be our first notification, letting you guys know out of all the flooding requests that you're going to send us tonight and all the great ideas that you guys are going to have. We'll sit down, Miss Craft and I will have a meeting, and we'll go through every single thing and see what we're able to do, and then send out a newsletter letting you guys know, like, hey, we got all your ideas, we rolled them up, some we combined. This is what we're going to be able to bring to the channel. These are what the timelines are looking like for it, and so forth and so on. Like we said, this is yours. This is for the community. Whatever you want, we will try to give you. So as long as we are able to do it. So there you go. And although this is mobile friendly, you get a much better experience by hopping on the computer.
Agreed.
Right now, it is mobile,
but you can't shop on the fly.
Right. It is mobile friendly, but I recommend just going to the website on a regular old desktop computer, because not all the features will be available because it wasn't built as a mobile site, but it is mobile friendly. So
yep. Any other questions, anybody?
Yep, okay. You're right. Canadian Proud, get outdoors. Amazing idea. Definitely looking into this, a way for us all to share it, sell, and others. Yep, this is so cool. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been silently working hard on this for 6 months.
Yeah.
Ooh, linen spray. Yeah, the linen spray. That's right.
Yep.
Okay, so
linen spray, body scrub, bath salts.
So
this plug number 3.
If you ever if like I said, if there's something that you want that you don't see that's listed, just email us. You know, maybe we just didn't think of that product, and or there might be a reason why it's not listed as an available thing to place on the marketplace. But we'll let you know, like, hey, that's great, we'll get it added within the next 72 hours or something like that. or
Yep.
yeah, no, we can't do that because of liability issues XYZ. But
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I mean, for those of you guys who are growing dried herbs, check out your cottage laws, and you can put your dried herbs out here. Because I know I got a buttload of mint that I need to do something with, and instead of all of it going to the compost bin, I can dry it and sell it out. And I know moringa trees are like a big thing with the community, but not everybody can grow a moringa tree. Here's your opportunity to share, your bounty with
Yeah.
those of us who don't have the right stuff to grow their own moringa tree. So yeah, so I mean the door's open, the world is yours.
My moringa out there. Let me tell you something. I recorded a garden video that I was supposed to release a week ago. I recorded the video a week and a half ago. And everything is like 3 times as big as I recorded it. So when I finally release this video in the next couple of days, just know everything has doubled, if not tripled in size. You know that. And then shortly behind it, you be like, dang, how do you have the corn? His corn was at like 1.5 feet. And then in the next video, this corn is 5 feet tall. That's why.
Yeah. My Roll On and Reds asked, can the linen spray work on furniture? Yes. Are you talking about soft cloth furniture? Yes. Yes. And it's just like, it's a light fragrance. I mean, it's not going to be like the overbearing type of Febreze type of thing. It really is more of a calming, nice light, aroma, and it does work on all soft fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're looking to get rid of an odor, no, that's not. It's more just to kind of fill the room with fragrance.
Yeah.
Let's see. And can I buy Growing with Hudson's cornbread on the site? Possibly. You'd have to check the cottage laws, because I know there are kind of strict rules when it comes to food products. But if his cornbread can be resold without breaking the law, sure.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
And we mean that by like, so the cottage laws is laws that these are things that you can produce at home, sell, and you don't have to have a food inspector. You don't have to have the inspection process be licensed, and you have to go through all those hoops, those checks and balances to make sure that everything is completely squared away when you're doing a huge food production line, making sure that you're sanitizing. Is usually released on things that are high in sugar that bacteria can't exist in and stuff like that. So like honeys, and I think granola is another safe one. So there's a lot of products that are accepted as generally safe to be consumed from someone's kitchen without someone coming to inspect it.
Correct. It's got to be like a high sugar content or a high acidic content. So vinegars,
right? Vinegars,
peppers, fermented peppers and things like that.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce, yeah, things like that could are pretty allowable through the cottage laws. But when you're talking about, I have to wash my hands, put my hands in things, put it in an oven, make sure my house is pet free. Now you're really jumping into the deep end of selling your goods and products.
Yep. That, like Love Notes just said, check with your state's cottage laws. Yes. So you need to figure that out. And then here's the thing. If you get a bad product, let us know. You might not be the only one. So so we can rectify that issue with either the vendor or so we can rectify it, period. This is where things like rating and giving your organic feedback is going to be important, so people know, because there'll be a lot of wonderful vendors on the site, but somebody might have the best granola, i.e.
You still harping on that
granola. Miss Reds might have the best.
Yeah, Miss Reds need to load that granola in there because I need some of that.
Yeah.
I need some of that in my life.
Yeah. He said mine's is doing great for about my ear layers though. Oops. Oh yeah. So Malik, yeah, Malik still ain't get those daggone ear layers. I can punch him in his face for that.
Yeah. That's correct, bougie pepper. You know, if cheesecake is something that you want to deal with and sell on the site or sell anywhere, you know, not just here, sell anywhere. Yeah, you need to go through your laws.
Right.
You know, better to protect yourself up front than to get caught out there.
Right. And also, whenever someone places an order, you know, you might want to double check their state, country, cottage laws as well. So you'll see, sometimes you'll see it on websites like this can be sold to all states except New York, California,
blah, blah, blah.
Wyoming.
Right.
You know, those are usually the ones, you know, those states that always got the extra rules. Just go ahead and go check the hot states. You should, there's the 10 hot states that have like over the top rules. Massachusetts, New York, California, Florida. I think even Georgia now has some pretty strict restrictions when it comes to citrus. Check those just well-known states over and over again. And this is you as the vendor, as a small business owner starting your venture, you make a list. So it's going to take a little bit of legwork. We'll help you as much as possible, but it's definitely going to take your own initiative and legwork to make this thing possible. Yep. But we made it as open and inclusive as possible, and it's financially affordable for everyone. Like we said, we don't charge you to make an account. We don't charge you to list your stuff. We don't charge you to do any of that. The only time we actually take any fee is when you make money for yourself. That's
correct. Absolutely.
And that is a very small nominal fee. But then you can find all that information in the seller policy when the site goes live, as soon as the live ends. So
yes. So
if there's not any other questions, I kind of want them to be able to just get in here and get on the site.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to see my traffic, you know, graph just like go from here to like.
Right. So we'll give y'all another few minutes to make any comments or questions, and then we'll let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your evening, and you can start combing through the site, sending us your feedback and your wishes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And why you guys are thinking of anything else to add, I want to take this time out to say thank you for all of the support that, you know, Robert has given me on this project. It would be nowhere near done if he was not on my team. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I also want to thank everybody that's been patient with me and my website, not my website, but my YouTube channel, because like you said, this has been a labor of love for me for many months. Many months, you know, so, you know, when you're so focused, some things have to fall by the wayside. So for my viewers on my channel, thank you so much for still sticking around and hanging out and waiting for me. And I hope that the site would make up for my absenteeism. And I will be back soon. Like I said, I'm just waiting for this to kind of like get into a flow. And then you're going to see my pretty face back on the screen. Like I said, we're getting real close to wine season. All these fruits are starting to come to bear. So yeah, I think I owe you a video. We're supposed to learn how to make wine from fresh fruit, right?
Wine from fresh fruit. Yeah. So we did that through
the apples. That's right.
Right. We did the apples. We didn't actually do a formal video, but I'm about to.
It was frozen fruit. We didn't do frozen fruit. That's what it was next.
So I'll tell you what, in a couple, probably next weekend, I'll be starting my final batch, my last batch of wine here before I'm gone. So I'm going to probably go live and take y'all along for the ride for my favorite blend.
He said, waiting. All right, we getting hints. They were like, we're waiting for the site. We're waiting for the site.
Yeah, no, I got it pinned up in it's a pinned comment on the chat, so you can go ahead and copy and save that link.
But, yeah, but I haven't let it go yet. So
yeah, we haven't let it go yet. We're gonna let it go here in a minute. You said, when am I leaving? Y'all know how this military thing works. Well, if you didn't know how about this military thing works, it's always hurry up and wait. That's what it is. It's hurry up and wait. And there's some other factors in my life right now that are kind of pulling me different ways as well, which at some point in the day, it'll all come full circle and you guys know all about it. But right now it's looking like I'll probably be physically leaving my location around August, maybe September, but then it could possibly be next month. So that's how my life works. I know when they talk about sacrifices in the military, this is it. It's living in uncertainty for 6 to 7 months at a time. That's my life.
Broke just asked me if I was going to have wine on the site. I am not licensed to sell wine, so no.
When I get back from Germany,
that's it. But I am researching it, and if it looks like it's going to be a worthwhile vendor, adventure, I might.
Yep. And if you're already licensed, let us know. Of course, you're going to have to provide those credentials, but we will open that up for you and let you list your wine if you are already a licensed wine vendor. So,
yeah, when it comes to things like that we know can be sold, but require like special provisions to be sold, just as a CYA for you. This has nothing to do with us, but we are going to try to help you out and keep you on the straight and narrow. Mm-hmm. We would like to see those, that you truly are licensed and that you can sell.
And we'll keep them on file and we will log them because those things need to be renewed. So we will have some baked in stuff to where we'll notify you when you're selling these specialized products like, hey, we noticed that your license is about to expire in 3 months or something like that. Friendly reminder, please provide us with your new recertification when you get it type thing. And that's just both for not only you, but it's for the entire community because we don't want a mishap with one vendor to ruin it for the entire community.
Correct.
That's more so a protection of not even us, it's for you in the community.
Correct.
Correct. But I'm gonna let you know right now, when I get back from Germany, yes, there will be plenty of wine listed in the Turf Therapy store. I'm still working on the vineyard name. When I go live and make my last batch of wine, we're gonna work on that together though.
Yeah. You do the reds, I do the whites.
yeah, that's right. Miss Miss Kraft got the white wines on lock. And then my red wines is something to be something to be decided. I'm nice.
Bow down.
Nice one.
Bow down on them reds, I'm telling you.
On them reds, man. That's what my palate is, so that makes sense. That's just where my palate is. Wine therapy, no, I don't like that. I'm gonna do something that separates the two, but I like it coming in strong with a tip. All right. yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in, but I do see people chomping at the bit. So let's go ahead. Oh, you got one more thing?
Yeah. So someone asked earlier about sharing this video. They were specifically the person that was asking about the deaf and hearing challenge individuals. So YouTube will place closed captions on this after about 48 hours. And what I will do is I will go back into this by the end of next week and I will check the closed captions because it's not always accurate. I will check them and I will update them as much as possible. And then I will post the closed captions that it automatically generates for us. That way you can share it out with whomever, because you can automatically enable it on YouTube yourself, but it's not always right.
Yeah, it depends on how clear the person is talking.
Right. Their particular vernaculars and enunciations of different words and accents, of course. So with that being said, that's how you can share it out to hearing challenge individuals. You're gonna have to give YouTube the chance to analyze it, run its computers and and try to guesstimate as much as possible what we're saying, and then you can share it out. But thank you, I appreciate that. But you know, when it comes to our handicapped community, we definitely can't lose sight of that. It's easy to forget, especially if you don't have someone directly, immediately in your life who's challenged them, that has some challenges or some handicaps. So we're going to definitely keep that in mind moving forward. That'll always be in the forefront of my mind if we can do something. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do the countdown. Let me see if I can move this out of the way real quick so I can do this. Ignore the little man behind the counter. All right, so we're going live in 3, 2, 1. Maybe. Okay, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Okay, folks, we are live.
Ms. Crab.
We are live. We are live. Man, we did that.
Yes.
We did that. Wow.
Okay. So that's it. That's all we got. Y'all go have fun. I know y'all want to leave here anyway. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for pulling up. Enjoy it. And
hey, little mama.
so just start setting up your accounts. If you want to be a vendor, look into how to donate if that's what you want to do. And just start sending us emails with the feedback as far as requests. Make sure you take the time and peruse through the site, because what you are asking for, it might already be there. And that's all I got, Ms. Craft. You want to take us out?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, again, thank you so much for taking the time and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Spread the word. Let's see what we can blow this thing up. I'm ready to like really be rolling in it. Okay, I want us all rolling in. Let's do this. Okay, and with that, I'm going to say I will see you on the flip side. Pieces. Love y'all.
Yeah. Boom.